guys!
Hey!
Hello from Tashkent, Uzbekistan.
Yes, we're finally here.
We arrived yesterday. We crossed the border by land from Kazakhstan to Uzbekistan. As you know, we came from Shymkent, which is like an hour and a half away from the border to Uzbekistan.
We used a shared minivan, like one of those marshutkas that you can find all over Kazakhstan. And we started from one of those bus stations. They're like called Voxal on the maps, and you have several scattered around the city. You can find them on maps, or like we also asked our host, our hotel, where we could start from to get to Tashkent, to the border. And they're gonna say, yeah, just take any. They're gonna say a few. We also looked up a blog post, and there they mentioned the Kolos. That's where we started from. And for that we took a Yandex to the place.
Just to get to the bus station. When you arrived, our car was already like getting swamped with taxi people that want to take you. It was quite something.
Yeah, they want to make some money because they're offering you to take you directly with one car. So you have to pay between $10 and $20 basically, which is a lot. And they really want to sell you that. So that's why they're swarming you. But you can find there the normal marshutkas, and there you pay around about 1,200 it was per person. Which is €2.5.
So very decent price for a 1.5 hour drive.
Definitely.
Nice.
But we had to take 3 seats because we had a lot of luggage with us, of course, with our 2 big backpacks. And that specific van didn't have back space. No. So we're just taking the back row. So we had everything in there, our backpacks, and we're just sitting there. So.
And just like always, they wait until the whole minivan is like fully filled with people before they leave. But we were lucky, we were the last ones kind of to fill up. So we were on our way really fast. It all went very smooth. The minivans are really comfortable, nothing to complain. So we rather advise that to save up on some money than a cab. And after a 1.5 hour drive, they drop you off at the border side of Kazakhstan. The place is quite hectic. A lot of cars just zigzagged or trying to get in line to cross the border, as well as tourist buses. And you will also see a lot of stalls, both food but also money exchange.
Yep. You have a lot of booths and you can just exchange it anywhere. We had really good rates there. There was no problem with that. Everything went super fast with the money exchange. It is, like Frederique said, a very hectic border crossing because there's a lot of people who daily go over the border or weekly. So it's a lot of people from Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan going vice versa. So it's a lot of traffic, like a lot of not only cars but people just walking. A lot of luggage getting like scanned, being thrown into there. So get ready to be a bit like active there and try to get through it fast. Because you don't want to stay there too long.
And basically you just have to follow the crowd because it's not clearly indicated, but you can see people going in a certain alley which goes through a gate. So we just started following those, and then it all just goes by itself. Of course you will get stamped out on the Kazakhstan side.
Sadly, we can't show any footage from that crossing because there's really not allowed to film. We tried to film and there was a Uzbeki guard who then told us not to do it. And it's like really strict there, so don't, first of all, don't film, but we don't have anything to show either from there. As we were trying to get out of the country, we had to pass the Kazakh border stations there, like to get stamped. And right in front there were a few guards, and after checking our luggage through one of those machines, he waved us to them and he asked us about our money. So basically wanted to know how much money we have with us, like dollars or euro, whatever. I told him and he was like, okay, now count it on the table. So I started to count it like right in front of him, and they on purpose tried to make it like stressy and hectic, and they keep blabbing, they keep like questioning you and saying do this, do that, do this. And in the confusion, they're gonna try to slip a banknote under their hand or under anything and try to steal some money from you. Because we've read of that on Google Maps, like on the reviews, we've read some people encountering that. So we were aware and we were like looking exactly for that. Frederique noticed then that he had a banknote underneath my passport.
Yeah, I saw it shining from under
which he then might have like slipped. I mean, they are really experienced at that. They must be like those pickpocketers, you know. They've been doing it, I guess, for years there. So they're really fast, they're really good at it. We noticed that. I told him exactly how much we have. I told him I know exactly the amount that I have because I was writing it down the night before to make sure nobody's gonna steal anything from us. So after he got caught, he was just like, oh yeah, go your way, go now. And I was just looking at them a little bit mad, and they were just like, go, go, go. So be aware, there's still very corrupt people here. It is an ex-Soviet country, people are poor, and especially police guards, people of authority, they might want to get bribed or they want to try to steal some money from you. So that's always an option or could happen to you.
Yeah, so just be very aware of what's happening. Try to stay calm, also not get in an argument, but be aware of your surroundings and what's happening. And yeah, don't lose your guard, I would say.
Yeah, and for the money, I would just suggest that you already pre-write it and just tell them how much you have. If you have to count it or something, do it yourself. Make sure he doesn't touch your money. I don't think they're allowed to. And if there's something wrong, you can ask for a superior. But just don't let them get the advantage of already hiding the money, because then maybe you can't do much anymore because it's gonna get lost in transition or translation, and yeah.
Also for me, I was wearing like a little crossback, body bag, whatever's, and they wanted me to open and really show that I had no cash money, because I had no cash money, but they really wanted me to show my wallet, and also they're very thorough in that. But that was it. From there, everything went kind of smooth. Then we just had to pass by border police from Uzbekistan side, get stamped in, and then you just keep following until the exit. And there it gets a little bit hectic again, because a lot of people want you to get into their cab. They want you to buy something like food, snacks, also quite some beggars. So again, be a little bit aware of your belongings.
Yeah. Also, you're not allowed to take a drone with you. That's clear on the Uzbek border. We have a lot of warning signs. You have a lot of pamphlets which say don't take a drone. The drones are not allowed. We were also asked if we carry one. We knew about it up front, so we didn't pack anything, sadly. So we couldn't show any drone footage from Kazakhstan. So be aware of that. And then we took a Yandex towards our homestay, which was super cheap. I think it cost us around 3 to 4 euro, 3 euros, something like that.
Crazy.
It was 40,000 some, and it took over half an hour to drive there. So super cheap, and there were a lot of them around, so that's okay.
So the Yandex taxi dropped us off at our homestay. We booked with Anwar Guests. We were searching online on Booking, and it seemed again that there were a lot of apartments to be booked, more than actual like little boutique hotels. There are also quite a few bigger hotels, more luxurious. But to be in a budget, we decided to go for a guest house.
Yep.
And it's super nice. The owners are very sweet. And yeah, just it has like this homey feeling, you know. You come in, there's this little courtyard with little sitting areas, a lot of greenery, very nice decoration. And on the first floor, there's even like this little sitting area with cozy pillows, which I love, to just like wind down at the end of the day. And our room is so spacious, so
it is a very relaxing stay.
Yeah.
So you can really enjoy being there. We pay around 40 euros per night it is, and like Frederica mentioned, there's a lot of hotels in the area as well we saw, but they're more upscale. They're gonna be 100 euros plus. You can expect European prices there.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of chicer places, but that one is like super sufficient. It's clean, it is really roomy what we have, and we really enjoy it there.
Indeed, it feels like a little bit coming home at the end of the day. And the breakfast is amazing. Today
it's really good.
Yeah, we had our first breakfast. It's so much you get, from eggs to fruits to sweets to yogurt, everything.
Yeah.
So can't complain. We're happy with what we picked. So we just arrived in Tashkent, and this is our stay. Super spacious bed and room, and we can almost dance here. There's a fridge, TV, a little sitting nook. Even here where we come in, like a closet with Moritz, really big. And then towards here is the bathroom. There's shower gel, everything perfect. Looks really nice. We'll also show you layers around the property, because it also looks super chill with like, yeah, really a chilling area, sitting area. So this will be our home for the coming 4 to 5 days. So our first dinner here in Tashkent, we chose something close, nearby, around the corner. It's an Afghan restaurant. This is like a mutton curry, some mantu, looks really good. Some kebab, is it lamb that we ordered? And some bread. Look at this.